Hi everyone, this is Texas Mountain Bike Trails and I'm Sean McAfee. Today I'm going to teach you how to clean your bike. So first let's take a look at the materials we're going to need to do a good job. The first thing is simple green cleaner. It's available at pretty much any Walmart or hardware store. You're also going to need a clean rag, a hard bristle brush or a steel bristle brush, and then a soft bristle brush or a sponge. The last thing you'll need is some bicycle lubricant afterwards to re-lube your bicycle chain. So, everything there can pretty much be picked up for about $10 to $15 at the bike shop, or at Walmart, pretty much anywhere you need. The first thing what we're going to do is we're going to lean the bike up against a fence, a wall, or if you do have a repair stand, go ahead and put it on there. You're just going to take your water hose at a very light and low pressure and spray the entire bike down. This is just going to knock off any loose dirt that we have on the bike. You don't want to use any high pressure because that can break the seals on your bicycle. So just make sure you use a very light pressure. In this case, I'm using just the basic garden hose rain, adapter on the very end. So it's a very light pressure, but it gets everywhere. So once we've wetted the bike and we've knocked off that initial layer of dirt, take your simple green and thoroughly spray down the bike. Be sure to get a extra bit on the cassette, the derailleurs, and the chain. So what simple green does is it's going to cut through all of the grease, the mud, the muck, the lubricant that you had on your bicycle chain prior, and it's going to help to cut through that. It's a great degreaser. Again, it's available for about $5 a bottle at most. And you can pick that up at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, pretty much anywhere. But it's a great thing. Most of the big bike shops, they use it as well. So it's commonly used for this. So once you've got it sprayed down, go ahead and take your soft bristle brush, and you're just going to wipe everything down with this. And this is gonna rub off any dirt that's left. You don't have to rub really hard. You just want to kind of get it thoroughly everywhere. If you see any spots where you can tell the dirt's kind of hanging on or has not been knocked off yet, go ahead and get that. So the soft bristle brush, this is one that I found in the automotive section, I think at Target. Again, it's usually a $2 or $3 purchase at Walmart, Target, Lowe's. Like I said, everything except for the bicycle lubricant, everything else can be picked up at pretty much any of your big major box stores. Just about done here. Okay. So once you've wiped everything down with the soft bristle brush, go ahead, grab your water hose again, and spray it all down. This is going to knock off any of the dirt that you just unseated. So this is the majority of it right here. The frame of your bike should be pretty much clean at this point. You shouldn't really have anything else. The big focus at this point is going to be cleaning off your cassette, your chain, and your derailleurs. So because that is the drivetrain of your bicycle, that's what makes you go forward and keeps you moving. You definitely want to make sure that that's going to be clean, well lubricated, and functioning well. So go ahead and grab your simple green again, spray the cassette, the chain, and the drivetrain down really well. And then we're going to grab the hard bristle brush, and we're going to use that to really scrub the cassette and the chain and the drivetrain. So the best way to do this is with your bike standing still, go ahead and place that hard bristle brush directly on top of the chain and on the cassette. Just spin the pedals backwards. This is the same motion you would use as if you were lubing the chain, but spin that backwards, and this is going to really dig in those hard bristles or the steel bristles into the inner workings of that chain. So it'll kind of unseat any of the grime and the gunk that kind of gets seated in there. If you check out what I'm doing right now, I'm running it right on the chain ring because it does tend to build up quite a large amount of gunk, just grease and grime and just nasty stuff that really doesn't, it's not very nice. So really scrub that well. What you can do is you can also take this You can run it right up against the small little flywheel and cogs on the rear derailleur. So if you just put the steel bristle brush right up against the cog and you spin that chain again, this is going to knock everything off. So it does a really good job of cleaning. It's by far the best way that I've found to do this. So once you have that again, you're just going to spray it again. And again, this is pretty much going to be it. At this point, your bike should be pretty much clean. All you have to do from here on is you're going to take your rag and dry the entire thing off. It's always interesting to watch exactly what comes off of your bike when you ride it or whenever you wash it. You know, specifically here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we've got at one trail in particular, it's called North Shore, and it has a very red dirt. And so if you ride North Shore, whenever you wash your bike, you're going to see a big red puddle coming off, especially when you get to the derailleurs. You know, other trails around here mostly have the black kind of clay, and so based on where you've been riding, you can see a big colored puddle coming off in that color. But once you've got everything clean, just take your rag, really run it across everything. You know, of course, it's going to get pretty dirty, so make sure it's an old nasty shop rag or something like that, something you don't mind getting dirty and nasty. Not your wife's or really good bath towels. That would never be good. But dry off the frame really well. You don't want any water standing on it. You know, most of the new frames are all aluminum or carbon, so it's really not a big deal if the water does sit. But especially for old steel frames, you don't want to let water sit on there because it does have the potential of rusting. So I think I'm just about done here. On a side note, if you have anything that you'd like me to do a video of, please leave a comment or send me a direct message. And also, you know, just be sure to subscribe to the channel.